votes ahead of Kamala. Trump is now up 2,100,000 votes over Kamala. Let's go. Trump goes up almost every. Let's count it down. Let's time this. Let's put a timer on. Let's count down. 2 minutes, 120 seconds. The reason why 60 seconds is a little too frequent. Let's go every 260s. Do you think Donald Teflon Don is gonna win? Tell you right now, it looks to be that way. I'm going to put on some, what I like to refer to as American music. And that would be, of course, Top Gun. Let's go. I am from Canada, and I endorse. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness, Donald Trump is up by, I thought it was 3 milli. It's close. It's not quite though. Oh, I almost farted there. Everybody, check this out. I have to go poop, but can you watch the votes for me? I'll be right back. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. Remember, you can't win an election unless you watch it from home. Because you don't even have to do anything. You didn't pay $60 million a day. Ads? What? Ads? Did you see that ad? Oh, Trump is up 2,250,000 for 2,254,000. Mr. Donald J. Teflon Don himself. Here, so what's the math on that? Or El Camino himself? Human calculator? I don't know. It's like he's up big time. Like he's crushing her. In old Viking terms, she doesn't stand a chance. Right? Not a chance. Now the reason why, let me tell you something. It's 7:20. It's 7:19. At 8 o'clock, we're going to find out a lot more. Because then we're going to have other places. We're not sure why. Well, yeah, we know why Michigan hasn't really counted any votes. Michigan, I mean, let's be real. We can go somewhere over here. Where are they good at math? Oof. Well, anyway, that's why that New York hasn't even decided to report anything tonight. They're going to take their time. A couple days, they'll get back to you. What? You got problems? What? You got problems with that? Maine, they're like, maybe tomorrow, get back to us. We're making bubble. What do you got? What is this? 16% New Hampshire. They're like, oh, we haven't found anybody that would do it for free. So we're finding, very, very, very minimum wage people to do the counting in Vermont. 31% in Vermont. New Hampshire, 17. Over here, 33 in Indiana, holding up strong. Yeah, you did. You farmers, you. I don't know anything about Indiana. You guys farming over there? I have no clue. Ohio, definitely farming. 37% reporting. You guys are ass backwards there. Somehow you're down 43,000 votes. Mr. Trump is, they're just waiting to count some extra vote. Like, when the votes start really piling in, she's dust, Let's go over here. 7% Pennsylvania. Super sus. It is almost 8:30. They haven't even barely counted a vote yet. New York again. I mean, what? I'm not even mentioning New York. We'll just bypass that one. Virginia has managed to do 32%, while Pennsylvania has managed 7%. West Virginia even has managed 16, while Pennsylvania has managed 7%. Ohio, 37% they've mustered up. Westward, by the way, eastward, Pennsylvania, 7. Indiana has registered 35% of the votes have been reported. Pennsylvania, 7. Good old Missouri, 1%. I mean, what? It's Missouri. They're going to be a while, okay? They'll get back to you. And I mean, it's just because they're literally sleeping right now. Isn't Joe Biden from there? I'm going to find out more about this Missouri and get back to you. I'm going to have you look onward and awayward for a second. I think that was a little bit better. Alright, you guys want to hear what's next? I'll just tell you what's going on, okay? 14,550,999 votes to Kamala's withering 11,000,009. So she's now down by a whopping 2.7 million. And growing like fast. We have just started and he is stomping her. If this was a wrestling match, this is like, Trump is like Ted DiBiase, you know, $1 Million Man. Kamala is like not doing good, you know. She's like, sort of imagine Trudeau against Mr. Perfect, you know. That wouldn't go over well as a wrestling match, you know. Mr. Trump, Mr. Perfect. Kamala, her wrestling figure would be Trudeau, right? They were slow last election as well. Pennsylvania also is keeping the polls open till 10 p.m. because there was some tech issue, bunny quotes, tech issue in the morning that delayed stuff. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. There were tech issues, big time tech issues. Mr. Trump was wondering too. So were a lot of other people and others. So good on you. Ryan in the house. Let's go, Ryan. It's important to understand things, eh? So Ryan is here. We're going to get this election going. Donald Trump has this in the bag. I have predicted Donald Trump will win the election. Teflon Don will not lose to... Teflon Don is up now 12,800,000 to 15,300,000. That is a difference of, new poll numbers just in 15,500,000 under 13. Yes. Mr. D to the T, you know what I mean. Donald Trump is the president now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Donald Trump needs you in Pennsylvania. Oh, see what I did there? Let's go, baby. We're gonna have a glass of water, a cup of tea, and a protein shake, a couple almonds. I'm gonna make my wife a dill pickle salad here in a little bit with some rice. If she chooses to have the rice, that's up to her. She can eat it tomorrow. I think she should have some rice with it, but it's a salad. I mean, you don't really need any rice with it. Let's see. What time is it? We were gonna do a midnight donut run. We'll see how. It doesn't appear to be so, but you never know. We don't have any sweets, and they're free. I mean, it sure would be nice, you know. It's a boss move, super baller move to go pick up donuts, free donuts at 9 p.m. and you're gonna. And actually, it wasn't donuts; it's everything. All them tarts and all them. There's everything, cookies, everything. And they, like, he said, as much as you want. I'm like, well, is there a limit? He's like, no, take like six dozen. He said. I'm like, well, no. I said, I'll probably take 3 dozen. He's like, no, we throw garbage. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take it all then. He's like, yeah, come tomorrow. He's like, come anytime after 9. He said. And I mean, like, if that's the case, probably have to send Tommy D a super chat, you know? I'm Canadian. Very nice. Ryan in the house. Hello, Canada. Make sure you subscribe to Teflon Don's biggest fan here in Canada. I am. Hi. I'm typing in the poll there. I am Canadian, so watching with interest, but without much skin in the game. Oh, snap. You don't understand politics? We're Canadian. Everything falls on us. First, hardest, and worst. It could be a lot better than it is. And Biden made sure it was really bad for us. So rather than see, like, it went so bad. Oh, so bad. You know, Biden gave all the money away. Now, you guys got to recoup it from someone. So then you guys ask for funding for NATO or whatever it is. And Canada just met, I think, for the first time in since 1990 or something. We just met our budget, which is, like, I believe it's 2.2%. And that's what the states want. I think that's what, or 2% or 2.2%. But, like, you guys have to go do a bunch of research into what I said. There's a lot of numbers that are like big numbers, huge whoppers. Talking more money you could fit in houses on the houses. So yeah, we lost out because Biden, Trudy, and I mean, I don't know, Mexico. I don't know how bad they shaft us, really. I'm not saying anything bad about Mexico. Only about Minnesota. No, I'm kidding. It's Washington I dislike. No, not Washington. It's Mount Rushmore. No, Montana? Something like that. One of these. Alaska. Oh, Hawaii. Oh, I'm so mad at Hawaii. You know? So mad. I really want to go to LA. A big time. Want to go to LA. And then I didn't realize it was next to Texas. I'll definitely pop over to whatever this is. Michigan. MISHAGGAN. Michigan. Yeah, LA, Texas, and then over to Michigan. Some of that moldy bunk you guys got there. Trump up 101. Trump is hauling and bawling tonight. Trump is up 101.35. Trump has over some stupid amount of percentage. She barely has, let's see, let's do numbers here. So 70 goes into that twice. He goes into the big one once, cuts it in half, remainder 170. She needs 235. He needs 169. Holy crap. Just forget about that for a second. Her number finally went up. No. But we're not worried about that right now. We earn it all. 37% is only coming. 2% in Connecticut. Connecticut finally got off their ass there. New York isn't even, they're eating bagels right now. Jersey can't figure out where the calculator is right now. They'll get back to you. Maryland says, what's up, 1%? Maryland, everybody. Oh, no. We're just going to skip that one. We don't even mention that one. 13% in North Carolina. How you doing? Tennessee coming in 21. Kentucky 59, yo. What's up, Kentucky? Can't wait to vote Trump into office. They're like, all them votes in the barrel for Trump counted yet? How many votes in the cup you got for Kamala? None? Good. Keep it going. Round up them barrels and bring them in. Get some more people from out of state to count these goddamn barrels, please. And then Kentucky, you got Indiana. Man, they're just piling in the barrel votes for Trump, too. West Virginia can't get Trump in fast enough, they say. Ohio, what are you doing, bud? Hurry up and vote Trump in. 40%, and we got like sort of what's going on in Ohio, Karen. So over here, Trump is winning by a beaucoup. 16K votes, something like that. North Dakota just started reporting, which I'm super excited about. This is as redneck as you get, and they are voting Trump all day, every day. No questions. So is Minnesota. Wisconsin can't wait to. Michigan, why is it saying why is it even looking like that? Michigan, what is up with you? Michigan, Chicago? What? This is sus. This is super sus. I know for a fact Michigan is only 5%. I'm not going to freak out yet. I'm going to wait about a half hour. Missouri, 2%. Come on, guys. Get the fucking calculators going. Use Alexa or something. Figure it out. They can't even figure out where the outlets are for now. We're going over to Kansas City right now. It's not looking good. 7% coming in. It's looking good for Trump, but it's just going to take forever to get these damn votes counted. Everything Bidet's done to the country is just bad. You gotta get people taking math classes right away as soon as this is over. Oklahoma, 21%. Donald Trump is up by a landslide. So Oklahoma, you know what's up. I respect you. Arkansas, somehow they've already voted Trump president. There's 0 votes in. It looks super familiar to up here, doesn't it? Oh, all of a sudden. Because before you just had her straight check mark with 0 votes read. Oh, but now she's got 2,000 votes. Oh, sorry, beg my pardon. She's reporting 2% are reporting, and she's got 24,000 votes, only 2% of Connecticut. I don't even know if that makes sense. Pennsylvania. How many people live in Pennsylvania that 8% are reporting? And you're talking about 474,201 votes have been read. 8% people only have voted. How many, are there no children and, super young people that can't vote yet? And then criminals. Criminals can't vote, can they? Or can criminals vote now? But my point is how come it's so low, the percentage? I gotta ask Google a question, then we'll get back to Top Gun Anthem, because Trump is crushing it. You guys see that, right? 17,900,000 votes Trumpy, 15 million in 100,000 the other. the other one there. Look at the number, 18 million to 15 million. Trump's up by 3 million. So this better not go sideways too quickly here because Trump's way ahead. Way ahead. How many people live in Pennsylvania?
In 2023, the population of...
Yeah, there's 13 million people in Pennsylvania. How many voters are there in Pennsylvania? See, we don't get that information, but they do. Yo, what's up, Johnny the Gamer? Sorry, what you're trying to say is... Go ahead, Johnny. Sorry, what? Not trying to say this badly, but quitting a job for YouTube. Okay, but keep going, because I still don't know what you mean. I'm gonna be the largest YouTuber in the world, buddy. It's not about what you think or what your mom thinks or what your mom told you or your auntie or your uncle. Whoever put you down in life, you can be whatever you choose to be, but you have to choose to be that, right? Then you have to believe in yourself enough that you continually, day after day, get up, drag your ass, your shoulders up, and you do the same thing you did yesterday, but better. And maybe it's not about money. Maybe it's more about a moral value that you're bringing to the show that, you may not use this in a year or two. Depending on who wins this election, I might be in the forest soon. You guys can all grade off, bud. Or if he wins, I'll be the richest man in the world. And I'll share the money with all my viewers. Trump has 420. 18,420,000. You know what that means? We have to take a commercial break from our sponsors. They are the greatest. Who are they? Tell me, what's the best commercial you watched on the show tonight? Tell me what it was in the chat. Let me know what sponsors are showing commercials on the show. I'm not doing this for revenue, buddy. I mean, I wish I was, but it's been proven already that right now revenue isn't coming in from this, right? Like, it's not. This is not for revenue right now. I actually probably lost a boatload of money, okay? But do you believe in God or Jesus or Nick Nolte, or do you believe in Spider-Man, or do you believe in one of those things? Just yes or no. I want to teach you something here. Yes, I believe in myself. And I believe wholeheartedly so much in myself. I'm going to take a minute here and mute it and just get at these numbers. Watch this. So I answered your question, right? Or I answer all your questions when you come in. I just have one more for you. Okay? If you don't believe in yourself and you believe in a complete figment of your imagination over yourself, which is your own self-worth, your own self-being, which you are, right? You have to truly think about this. Just listen. If you're that dead set on belief of something you've never touched, seen, felt, no one in your family has ever met, been like, yep, I met Jesus and Kanye and Kim Carr and whoever else, you can name all of them. Spidey, Dick Clark and Pink and Goggy and all of them, right? Names, Chong, any of them. And you're like, oh, it's not what you think it is. But I'll tell you, there are those people who may not be idols in the hearts and minds of everyone, but some people see the true, real, raw nature of a person. And I've been told that I speak the words that others are thinking, right? Too scared to say, right? So remember that there are people who are good, who do things without taking money, right? Also, how many times have you seen me influence you to drink Pepsi or Coke or root beer or any of that? How many times have you seen me influence you to drink Red Bull or Monster? Any of that? Those are the easy things I could have done since the inception. I've always known. There's things I don't even talk about and I don't plan on teaching because then the machine, the monster I call it, gets bigger. Because minions, Muppets will flock to what works, how to do it. But there's a reason why I don't. Morally, there's a serious influential reason why I chose not to. The videos that I made, that I went viral for, are creative videos. Those are my sculptures. First, my hands grew the resin that I sculpted after I cured it, after I washed the colas on colas on colas. And it ain't easy, and it's not, none of it, no steps can be replicated. I wrote symphonies that can never be rewritten, ever be rewritten exactly ever again. It's impossible to replicate my work. It's impossible to replicate it. 100%. It would be nearly impossible for me to replicate my own work. And you can't even grasp what I mean. It's like ebb and flow. Water tide flows forward and it recedes as well. It pushes and it takes. It pulls and it pushes. It spins in a circle. No. It pulls and it pushes. And it takes and it pushes. So the longer something runs for, and the more steps of advanced steps that you incorporate for the longer than normal processes, that's called the advanced side. When you go those routes, there's very few ways to ever truly replicate it, because environment and plant receptors, the plants themselves and the way they are receptive entirely to environment is different every time, as well as the vitality of every being, and absolutely the lack thereof of every cutting. Diminishing results every time with not a keen eye, and with just absolutely inappropriate and negligible green thumbs, you know. But you influence me to do a lot. Well, that's great, and that's the point of morally what I would like. Without people that can help others get better, you know, send good vibrations, we're gonna get stuck pretty quick, right? There's people, they would have told you off straight solid when you said, "Oh, but you're like," I could have said, you know, that there are people my whole life, and every person. I'm not gonna compare myself to Mozart or Einstein or Eminem or Tommy Chong or anyone. I'm me. But those, most of anybody who is a person at some point is told by somebody else, you can't be that. You can't do that. You shouldn't, maybe you shouldn't do that. Don't do this, right? Some people have your best interest, but other people maybe just limit you, right? And that unfortunately could be, I hate saying it, but some people only get 3 shots. You may not even get a shot. This is the saddest part. Sometimes you get a lot of shots, which I don't like that either. But if you only have 3 tries and you live by that, trust me, you'll live your life in a certain way that you won't mess it up by the 3rd try. If you get, it's very deep, but you have 3 shots at finding the perfect woman. You have 3 shots at succeeding in your path to becoming what you refer to as rich. I refer to being rich with wisdom. When you have wisdom, you can't lose the small amount of money you save, which one day could be a lot if you are wise with your investments. So you don't need to have a silver platter and a fucking golden spoon in your mouth the whole day and 70 people's wills, or, you know, whatever your family, if you're all rich. You know what I mean? I just watched Penguin last week. So the woman inherited the entire villa, basically, from her parents and everything else. And I just thought that was kind of, well, it's creepy if you go watch it. It's creepy how it happens. But just the whole thing is kind of, you know, overnight, like, flattened her entire family. So she's the only heir to the throne type of thing. You know what I mean? To the estate, or whatever you want to call it, right? So it's just weird how, you know, people are easy to choose money over anything, right? It doesn't matter what it is. Your question is kind of vague. So if you want to can you ask it to me and be more put it straightforward to me, pose it to me, and then just try to do it to somebody else next time. But I don't really get what you mean. Yeah. So for regard to food and stuff like that, I can cook, and we do have money, and my wife is, I have to run everything by my wife, right? So like there is no Ferrari in the driveway. We don't have I don't really know what rich people like. There is no big ass, $500,000 swimming pool in the backyard. I mean, that would be nice, but there's no money that we're not going in debt for that. A property, when you buy a property, it should be an investment that you can upkeep yourself. Otherwise, that property becomes a debt, right? Because yes, you owe money on it every so often, but you do get it up front, right? You don't pay in full. You can choose to sell it to somebody else in 6 weeks, 6 months, a year for way more. So I mean, don't be stupid, and don't buy a fucking property worth 600,000 that you can't sell for 4 years for 600,000. Like people are really not that bright, but with a little elbow. Okay, I can't tell you too much, but I'll tell you this: I'll never charge you to teach you how to make money. I also am not going to be able to teach you all the time. My cat says you guys have to do things on your own. You guys have to learn how to do things for yourselves. Being spoon-fed information is the same thing as just being raised with a silver spoon platter and a whole bucket full of gold, right? You still need to do the legwork and adventure. That's how you're going to be strong later when they come down on you every 4 to 16 or 20 years, period. Ziggy, what do you want? You want some of this? And you got to teach others who come, regardless of their, you have to be a good person. I don't sit here and say, I don't. The only thing is, because I don't like it anymore, I've always said stop talking to me about growing. There's people like, hey, I'm having these problems. I'm like, well, that shit ended a long time ago. Nobody really. I thought I could make it work that part. I can't make it work here. It's heartbreaking, but I also don't actually care anymore. Like, I'm not gonna fight against something that doesn't. It was really quite a lot. It was quite a lot. There's a lot of narcs here, I'll just say that. Okay, I don't like saying stuff like that too often, but it's true. Not here in my channel, but on the internet, fucking that, there's a lot of narcs. When everybody has nothing, they're very jealous, right? Even if you are a good person and you're totally legal, YouTube can still defame you here. I don't know about anymore, but they used to. I had this happen to me firsthand. I don't get into it anymore because I'm over it. But like I said, this is my art. This is my entertainment. And I choose to do this for fun. It's not. Fun is what you make of it, right? I still have obligations in life, and I complete and full-heartedly I respect and fulfill my obligations, just sometimes not all at once. Sometimes it's way more than need be, and that's the ebb and fucking flow of life. I'm a good man and I'm a strong man, but I know when I'm being used, and I know that the world just sucks you dry. And one of the ways I stay so young, strong, and so fucking beautiful is I don't let any vampires near me. I spend the whole night awake, watching over my wife very carefully, my cat. I chill with you guys all night sometimes. It's not my cat wakes me up, he wants to chill. Or maybe something's going on and my cat wakes me up. But either way, I'm up all the time in the night, whether I want to be or not. So it's this time he'll eat 2 cans of food right now, and he'll be getting more food right away. Like before you know it. I have to go on a fucking road trip tomorrow to get some cat food. 68 kilometer road trip. It's okay, we got a hybrid. We'll use like, $1 worth of gas or something. Face reveal. That's $50. Face reveal. As soon as you super chat $50, we do a face reveal. Actually, it should be 100, but I'll do 50% off for you. Trump's kicking butt tonight. 21,750,000. Trump is winning by 3.5 million. Yes, it went up drastically. Yes, go Mr. Trump. Go Mr. Trump. Go Mr. Trump. Holy crap, Mr. Trump is just... Let's go, Mr. Trump. Let's go. 93% reporting. Florida is 93% reporting. 92%. Let's go, Florida. 93% reporting. Let's go, baby Tiggs. Tiggs is cheering Mr. Trump, too. Tiggy wiggy. If you have any hot aunties, tell them to super chat me tonight. $55 super chats from hot aunties will get a toe wiggle from the hash man for your hot auntie. She's gonna have to earmuff you and shove your head down into the pillow for a minute while she watches the show personally. For a minute. Flex the old bicep for her. See what we got here. 22 million, Mr. Trump. Let's go, Mr. Trump. I'll see you guys on the next one.